be honest, y'all, man. Donald Trump said some shit I think all of us wanted to say, man. Especially when people come here and get all the good graces of the United States of America, everything that their hearts and dreams and desires to get. But then you got people like Ilhan Omar and individuals that's from other countries who migrated here and became a congresswoman, whatever the hell you are. You complain about how bad the U.S. is and how great your country is. Well, if it's so bad, then won't you take your ass back to Somalia? Like Donald Trump said, all y'all do is come over here and about how bad this country is. But I promise you, if we didn't open the door up for y'all asses, you'll probably be dead. So you mean to tell me you're gonna come here and scam the U.S. and send that back to your country using our welfare system to fund terrorists? And yes, y'all fund terrorists. They skim off the top. I mean, come on now. When the last time you heard somebody say, we booking a trip to Mogadishu? Bitch, please. I mean, the same thing when I hear illegal immigrants come over here and demand rights. And it's so crazy that our leftists and young people are so brainwashed. Even black people on our side, they want to fight for these illegal immigrants. Bro, if you took your ass to Honduras or Colombia and did the shit they do here, bro, your black ass wouldn't even make it. They would ship your ass right on off.
Facts. And you know, there's a lot of countries, if you break their immigration law, you're either going to be jailed for a significant amount of time or we'll just never see you ever again. And that's facts. For example, in Poland, do you know what they have lining their borders? Armed military personnel with shoot to kill orders. They will put a couple rounds in you if you attempt to break into their country illegally. But we're just supposed to just accept anybody and everybody. Doesn't matter where they came from, what their reason for actually leaving is, what the reason for actually coming is. Doesn't matter. We're just supposed to accept everybody. But we have our own problems. See, the way that I see it, I agree with Uncle Trump. Deport anybody and everybody that is here illegally, right? Get them all out. Get them all out. Pause on any type of immigration. I mean, legal and illegal immigration. Put a pause. Ain't nobody else coming in and we deporting everybody out. We gonna fix our own house, meaning America, right? We're going to fix this first before we start allowing anybody else to continue to come back into this country. That's the way that I see it, but y'all can let me know if you feel differently about it in the comments, all right? Let's keep it rolling.
It just defies logic, some of the stuff that I hear these people fight for, man. Bro, again, if the U.S. if the U.S. is so bad, if the U.S. is so racist, and you come from another country, like Donald Trump said, you can, but won't you take your ass back home and fix that shit? You won't. I mean, we have the most blessed, generous nation in the world. But it's so crazy that people feel like they are entitled to it. No, you're not entitled to it. Especially like Donald Trump said today. You add nothing to the system. Nothing but hands. Even if you came here as a refugee, even if you came here as a asylum seeker, that just doesn't automatically give you the right to go into the welfare system and live off of it for the rest of your life. Let's think about TPS. Yes, temporary protected status. Bro, everyone wants you to be protected and to stay here and to get here and not have to leave. But everybody forgets the fact of the matter is temporary. Bro, the left, you want them to stay here. And when they get here, why would you want to work? If I give you the welfare teat and you can sit on it for the rest of your life, why would I want to go anywhere? Why would I want to thrive? Why?
Exactly. And then they want to complain and moan and all this when there's no funding for this or that project or this project, you know, and it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have given those funds to these illegals and your city wouldn't be struggling to find funds. Your city wouldn't be raising your property taxes to try to cover the gap. Your city wouldn't be seeing a mass exodus of wealthy individuals because they see the writing that's on the wall. It's the exact thing that's going on in, for example, Chicago, right? A lot of office buildings downtown in Chicago are sitting empty. Big companies have left. You know why? Because of bad policies. And you know who's going to have to replace them and the money that was going into the system? Regular everyday folks. And you know how they're doing it? Their property taxes. And people are crying and complaining, oh, my property taxes went up 100%. Well, that's your fault. It's your fault. You voted for those individuals. Oh, why our schools got closed down and now we ain't got no money in our neighborhoods? Well, that's your fault. You elected the glorified school teacher, Mayor Brandon Johnson, who prioritized illegals, who, once the illegals arrived, maneuvered the money, moved money around to try to make sure that they were taken care of. They had places to stay and their kids had a school to go to, opened the schools that were closed, renovated them so that the families could live up top and the kids could go to school down below, but never did that for you. When you continue to, every election season, you continue to vote for these same mother lovers. It makes absolutely no sense, man. It makes no sense.
Why would I want to work for anything? And it's crazy when we have veterans on the street. Honestly, sometimes in this world, I just believe I'm in a whole different world, man. Common sense means nothing. And that's why I'm attracted to Donald Trump, man. His logic, man. It's straightforward. It's not sugar-coated. It's not cut. It's telling the real ass we really think, what you're afraid to say. And it resonates to those who work their ass off, those who love this country, those who put in the time, those that don't need nobody to tell them what they need to do or a hand up, those that didn't come from money, those who knows how to struggle and how to get up on their feet, those who about that money to go get it. Bro, Donald Trump, keep talking yours, bro, because me and millions of them, we feel what the hell you saying.
And that's facts. That is facts. And you know, and I think I said this yesterday. Trump said something many, many years ago, and some of you may remember this. He talked about the silent majority. The silent majority. And one thing that I found out is that is 100% true. 100% true. You would be surprised who actually supports the Republican Party and who actually voted for Uncle Trump. You would be surprised. I've had moments where people have come up to me because, you know, obviously people find out, you know, that I make YouTube videos about politics and whatnot and who I support. And so I have been shocked at some of the people that have come up to me and like basically be like, yeah, bro, I agree with everything you're saying. Like, whoa, you're a Republican? I had no clue you were a Republican. That's amazing. You know, you would be absolutely surprised. But the thing is, the left, they're lunatics. They're psychotic. They're crazy. And I was saying this before. I was saying this leading up to the 24 election. I was saying, you know, don't be discouraged because you don't see a bunch of Trump signs in some yards or whatnot, depending on where you live. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. There's even some folks who I'm sure put a Kamala sign in their front yard so that people left them alone. I'm just saying, it's facts. These people are lunatics. And so there's a lot of Republicans who are going to show up on election day and just not say anything. They're going to just show up, get the results, and go on about their business. They're not going to put a Trump flag in front of their house or a Trump sign in front of their house or be bragging and boasting about how well Trump is doing or how much they support Trump. No, they ain't going to say a single thing. They're going to show up on election day, do what they need to do, right? Go vote for Uncle Trump and go back home like ain't nothing happened. It's facts. There's a lot of people who actually agree with Uncle Trump, contrary to what liberals would like to believe. Liberals are loud about their disdain or hate for Uncle Trump. It's just Republicans are pretty quiet. Because it's just easier. Because once again, the left are lunatics. They're lunatics. I mean, look at what happened earlier this year with all the Teslas. You guys remember that? Firebombing Tesla dealerships, keying people's cars, cutting off Teslas in the middle of traffic simply because of the car that they're driving? Because the guy supported Trump and was trying to rid the government of fraud, waste, and abuse via Doge? These people are lunatics. When's the last time you seen a bunch of Republicans going around terrorizing liberals throughout the streets? I'll wait. You ain't never seen it. So yeah, man. I definitely agree with that final statement for sure. I mean, I agree with basically everything this brother said. He was 100% on point. These people come from other countries, cry and complain about how bad America is. Okay, if it's so terrible, then go back home. Go back home. Matter of fact, I'll help you. Hey, ICE, come get this mother lover. You know what I mean? Like, what? You know your country is trash. That's why you came here. Because if it wasn't trash, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. It's so wild to me when these immigrants come here and they're like, my country is so amazing. Woo! And they're flying their country's flag. And it's like, bro, then why aren't you in your own country then? Excuse me. You're on American soil. You know, it's crazy. Absolutely wild, man. But as always, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.